Hi, Mr. Weber and Mr. Weber's class. My name is Sandra Rashid and I live in Palestine. And we recently received some questions from you all about the Middle East conflict, about Islam, about Palestine. And we have put together something to answer some of those questions. I apologize at first that we weren't able to get to all of the questions. We did try to get one from everybody. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Palestine. There were some questions that I would like to answer. For example, one question was about the wall and how do we feel about the wall. The apartheid wall was built to keep Palestinians out for Israel's security reasons. Now, the wall that they call the security wall, we call the apartheid annexation wall. And this is because it has a specific purpose of keeping Palestinians apart from other Palestinians and Palestinians away from the rest of the world. The other word that we use is annexation, because they have used it to annex and take away Palestinian land, the most fertile and useful land, including land that has the wells, the aquifers and the cisterns and the artesian wells inside the Palestinian lands. They have annexed this. They have taken this for security reasons. Now, this, of course, we Palestinians don't buy this. We don't believe it. We believe it's being used solely so that they can take our resources under the pretense of security. The other question that was linked to this was about Banksy. And I personally love Banksy. I think he's a great graffiti artist, and I think he has a very powerful message to tell. Banksy is seen as one way to get out the Palestinian message in a non-traditional way, using graffiti. So he was able to provide images that gave you a sense of how Palestinians feel about the situation here. He first started when he did these drawings on the apartheid wall, and then he also did it when he went to Gaza. I think you will be interested to see what others have to say about the questions you've asked. And if you have any further questions or if you want anything, my email is with Mr. Weber, and feel free to send me a message. Special shout out to our media person, our media coordinator, Hamza, who's helped us a lot with this. He's done a great deal to put this together for you. So thank you.
Hi Solange, my name is Naveen, and your question was, if you could have people understand one thing about Islam, what would it be? Islam in general, the meaning is peace, so it's a really peaceful religion. That's it.
Hi Nolan, this is Majd from Gaza. I've been asked to answer a question, why does Palestine wage war against Israel? And honestly, I found the question is really mistaken, because I see that Israel is waging war against Palestine and Palestinians. For me in Gaza, I'm the one who live with no resources. I'm not allowed to travel outside the country. I'm living under a blockade. And I know that Israel has the artilleries, tanks, weapons, and they have the war planes. I am a refugee in Gaza. I belong to a village called Simsim, which is far from here for about like 10 kilometers, and I've never got the opportunity to be there. If you ever heard an Israeli person says that Palestinians are waging war against us, well, maybe those ones could be living, for example, in this home here, and for like more than 67 years they are in a continuous manner suffering from the Israeli occupation. They lost their homes, they lost their beloved ones, and maybe they thought that they have no place to go back for but their original land, the original village, which has been, which we were expelled from it for more than 67 years now. So maybe those ones thought that they need to go to their original village and maybe to die there. I don't know. I'm just like trying to brainstorm with you and answer your question. Cheers. Thanks.
Hi Ariel, my name is Ala Abu Bosh. I want to answer your question about the peace in the Middle East. I think in order to have peace in the Middle East, there should be more cooperation between the presidents and the governments. Also, they should focus to develop their social and economic issues. Moreover, I think that European and American governments should just focus on positive interference. Thank you.
Hello Orion, my name is Nader and your question was how to bring peace to the Middle East. I think the best way is equality for everyone in Palestine.
Hi Anika, my name is Razan Samander. I would like to answer your question about women's situation here in Palestine. As you know, sexual harassment and women abuse is not only seen or practiced in Palestine and the Middle East region. A lot of developed countries are facing this issue until now. As you know, we live in a patriarchal society where men have the dominant power over women. But this situation is changing now. Like women are they're aware of their rights, more aware of their rights. They travel. They have good good social statuses, and they're gaining power by time. And thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Nurhan. Your question was, how do Palestinians feel about the Islamic State? My answer is, in my opinion, Palestinians are definitely against ISIS, because ISIS obviously do not reflect our real Islam. And while we are Palestinians are under occupation, so and at the same time, ISIS has weapons, has army. So why do they not use it to free us instead of killing innocents? Maybe. So I guess our Islam is a fair religion, and it's not. ISIS is not.
Hi Ian, my name is Sami and I would like to answer your question. Why do you feel it's right to kill anyone who does not follow your beliefs? Actually, this is not true. We do not accept killing of anybody. According to Islam, there is one verse states there shall be no compulsion in acceptance of religion. So you are absolutely free to choose any religion. So there is no ground to bother or do any harm to anyone who does not follow Islam. Another verse in Quran tells you this: whoever kills an innocent soul is as if he has killed the entire humankind. So that's very strong indication that there's a red line. You cannot kill anyone. It's not only humans, it actually extends to animals. One hadith we have is that one woman would go to hellfire on the day of judgment just because she tied a cat and let it die. So she neither provided her with food nor she allowed her just to go and search for on her own. So there is we cannot this is not a misconception. I encourage you to read more about Islam. We do not tolerate or accept in any way to do harm for people who do not follow Islam. There is a freedom of choice. You are free to choose the religion you want. Thank you.
Hi Makai, my name is Hadir. I'm here to answer your question about how Palestinians feel about Hamas. Hamas are part of the Palestinian community. They are the one who are defending our right of existence. They're not like what the Israeli propaganda claims as terrorists. They are human beings just like us here as Palestinians and you here Americans.
Hi guys, my name is Hamza and I want to talk about the solution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict from my opinion. I think the solution is to have a one democratic state where all the people living in one country, whatever the name of the country, under the same rights and duties. I don't care about the name because before 3,000 years it was called Judah and Samaria. Before that it was called the Canaanite land, and most of the Palestinians are Canaanites originally. Because of that, we Palestinians have the right of this land. But whatever. And of course, as you know, before 1948 there was nothing called Israel. It was Palestine. But anyway, now they are here as Jewish people, and of course we Palestinians, Muslims or Christians, we don't care about if they are Jewish or not. We don't care about that. We never talked about religions as a reason for the conflict. It was always politic, and it was always about the rights of the Palestinians, because they came here and they asked the Palestinians, or actually they forced the Palestinians to leave their land. The last message is, we will not leave Palestine because it's our homeland. We are staying here. If they want to live in peace with us, they are welcome. If not, also they are welcome. And thank you.